Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 10, text 29. Anantaschasmi naganam varuno yadasamaham pitrunam aryama chasmi yamaha samyamatamaham. So Krishna says here, Anantaschasmi naganam, of the celestial naga snakes, I am Ananta. Varuno yadasam aham, of yadasam, of aquatics, I am Varuna. I am of the aquatic deities, I am Varuna. Pitrunam aryama cha asmi, Pitrunam, of the departed ancestors, Asmi aryama, I am Aryama. Yamaha samyamatamaham, among the dispensers of law, samyamatam, of the regulators, of the dispensers of law, I am Yama, Yamaraj, the Lord of Death. So among the many celestial Naga serpents, Ananta is the greatest. It is said that Ananta, who is the incarnation of Lord Balaram, Lord Balaram always wants to engage in the service of Krishna. Balaram is the first bodily expansion of Krishna. And Balaram, he accompanies Krishna and renders him various services. So this Ananta Sesha is one of the expansions of Balaram. And it is said that these universes are sustained on these hoods of Ananta. And Ananta has been reciting the glories of Lord Krishna from time immemorial, and he has not even come to an end. That means the glories of the Lord are unlimited. The name Ananta itself means that. One who glorifies the Lord who is unlimited. So this Ananta is the greatest among the celestial Naga serpents. And among aquatic deities, Varuna, Krishna represents Varuna. Varuna is the deity in charge of the water bodies. So one time when Narada Muni, not Narada Muni, Nanda Maharaj, he went to bathe very early, and then these servants of Varuna, they captured him and brought him to Varuna. And then Krishna, he went inside the water, and as soon as Varuna saw Krishna, he offered his obeisances, he offered prayers, and released Nanda Maharaj. That means there are deities controlling these water bodies. There are deities controlling everything. There is sun god in the sun planet. Just like there are so many things happening in this world, in this country, there is a controlling personality who is devising the policies. There is a government behind it to regulate the law and order. For everything, there is a person, even though we say government is doing, but there has to be people behind it. And there has to be a head for all of those. Similarly, if there is sunlight, there is the sun planet from which the sunlight is coming, and there is in charge of that sun god. Scriptures say his name also is mentioned, Vivaswan, Krishna mentioned in the 4th chapter. Imam vivasvate yogam proktavan aham avyayam. Vivaswan manave praha manurikshva kave bravit. So there is sun god, there is moon god, There is Indra who is in charge of giving rain. There is Agni who is in charge of the fire. There is Varuna who is in charge of the water bodies. In Ramayana, it is said that when Lord Rama wanted to cross this ocean to go to Lanka to wage a war and bring back Sita, he was praying for this ocean personified. He was trying to take permission from this ocean personified to build the bridge. But this ocean personified would not come. And Lord Rama becomes enraged. Why this ocean personified is not coming? And then he looked at it with red hot eyes and anger. And all the water in the ocean started to get heated up. And all these aquatics in the ocean started to get perturbed. And they thought they were all going to die. And then the ocean personified came to his senses and then appeared and then started to pray, "Oh my Lord, we are like the animals. Like if you have bulls or cows, you need to show the stick and hit the animal with the stick. Otherwise, the animal won't understand your subtle moves, your subtle talk." So he says, we are like that, Jadadhiya, fully ignorant. And it is quite appropriate that you gave that punishment so we can come to our senses. And my Lord, you can happily cross across this ocean. Nobody can stop you. But for your glorification in the future, you please build the bridge with the rocks. The Lord can easily cross. The Lord's servant Hanuman jumped across, isn't it? He didn't have to build a bridge. What to speak of the Lord? He could have jumped across. He could have also taken along all these people with him. But for the request of this ocean personified, he built the bridge. So people can talk about this pastime for millennia, eternally. How the Lord can build the bridge just by throwing rocks on which his name is written. He made them float. Where is the gravitation? The Lord can do anything. He is the one who is ordering the law and order, isn't it? Sometimes police, they can disable the traffic signal, isn't it? Sometimes the traffic signal is completely off, or it is always green when there is a executive or a chief minister or prime minister or the president has to go. They can manipulate. It is in their control. So naturally, the Lord, everything, the laws of this nature are in His control. Mayadhyakshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. He can order. So everything has personality. The ocean has personality. The fire has personality. The water has personality. So we need to respect the nature. The Vedic tradition is about respecting these various personalities present in the nature. We acknowledge their presence and we show gratitude. The Vedic scriptures, they prescribe these yagnas. Yagna means nothing but gratitude. Just like we pay taxes to the government, to the various departments. And there are department heads, the water department, the electricity department, the roads and infrastructure, whatever it is. We use the services, we pay the taxes. So the yagna means paying the taxes, acknowledging that Krishna, through these representatives, is providing us whatever we want, and we need to perform the yagna. But now, who knows how to perform these fire sacrifices? Who knows how to chant mantras? The layman cannot do all of this, procure all these ingredients, paraphernalia. A layman cannot do all of this, especially in Kali Yuga. That is why in Kali Yuga, there is a big concession given. Yagna means Sankirtana Yagna. Anybody, anywhere, anytime, they can just sit and chant. Even better if they can congregate and chant, like we go out on Harinam Sankirtan outside, downtowns, parks, public places. We congregate and chant. So others can also join, others can hear the holy name. So this takes place of the yagna, that the fire yagna that people have to do. It is not obligation, it is not optional. Sometimes people say, oh, what you are doing is your interest, spirituality is your interest, Krishna consciousness, you are following your interest. I'll follow what is my path, my destination, my interest. I'm not interested in spirituality. Can a citizen say, oh, you're paying taxes? Oh, that's optional. You want to pay taxes? That's okay, all right. I don't want to pay taxes. I want to invest somewhere. I want to earn money. Can he say that? No, he'll be punished. So yagna is not optional. One should not misunderstand. One should not be in a carried away mood thinking, oh, these people are just wasting time. No, yagna is a required thing for everyone. So, anantaschasmi naganam varuno yadasamaham pitrunam aryama chasmi. Among the pitrus, pitru means our ancestors. The chief is presided over by Aryama. There is a planet of ancestors called Pitruloka. Pitruloka is like the one of the upper planets where pious Pitrus who want to be with their ancestors, they go there. Yanti deva vrata devan pitrun yanti pitruvrataha. If we want to go to Pitruloka, be with our parents, be with our ancestors, we can perform certain yagnas. We can go there. It's mentioned in the scriptures. But we should understand wherever we go in this material world, we have to come back to this earth planet after the pious credits are exhausted. Kshine punye matyalokam vishanti. And again you have to build up those credits. And again you have to go. It is like working hard, going to some holiday destination, consuming all your hard work and coming back again working hard, again going to the holiday destination. But what happens at the end of life? You will take another body. You may take a dog body or cat body. There is no more holiday destination. You have to struggle and live in fear. The animals means they live always in fear. So going to Pitraloka is not a great achievement or great thing to aspire for. Or for that matter, even going to Swargaloka, where there is a lot of enjoyment. Some of the religions, they promise, oh, if you follow this religion, then you will go to this heaven where you will enjoy with these virgin girls. So that is so materialistic concept. Yes, there is, scriptures also, Vedic scriptures also, there is Swargaloka enjoyment with Apsarasas mentioned. But Bhagavad Gita thoroughly condemns that kind of enjoyment. It is meant for those who are kamaistair hritagnana prapadyante anya devataha. One whose intelligence has been lost, is taken away by lusty desires. They aspire for that. So, this regarding Aryama, it is said, Prabhupada says in one of the purports, that he is somewhat of a Devata Aryama, and by satisfying him, one can help ghostly family members develop a gross body. It's very interesting. Sometimes, when somebody in the family dies, if they are very sinful in their habits, in their life, then it seems they don't receive a gross body in the when they die. They'll remain in a subtle body, like a ghost. Ghost means there is no gross body. Ghost has only subtle body. Man buddhi ahankar. Mind, intelligence, and false ego. So those who live in subtle bodies are called ghosts. And that position is very painful because the ghost has mind. He wants to enjoy material life, but he does not have gross material body. So let's say he wants to eat, but he does not have mouth, he does not have senses to eat. So he'll create disturbances for want of material satisfaction. He'll try to occupy the body of somebody, and through them he will try to enjoy what he wants. That's why we say ghostly haunted. Of course, one who is Krishna conscious, nobody can attack, no evil can come near. But one, just like very simple, if your computer is there, you keep your computer antivirus, secure, don't install anything and everything, watch out what you're doing, where you're browsing, what you're installing, then nobody can attack the computer. No virus can attack. But if you are very inalert, very irregulated, doing whatever you want, visiting whatever site, installing whatever you want, not very careful, then easily anybody can compromise your computer. And they will take charge, isn't it? Some screen will pop up. Hey, your screen is locked now. Your computer is locked. Means they have taken over that computer. So likewise, the ghost can also take over your body if you live irregulated life, sinful life, life in mode of ignorance. But if you are proper, clean, dharmic, God conscious, then you are pakka. Nobody can attack you. So anyway, these ghosts, ultimately, they have to be delivered. Otherwise, they become very miserable. So it is a duty of family members, especially the son, or if the son is not there, even the children, anybody, to offer oblations to this demigod Aryama or to Lord Vishnu. The best is Lord Vishnu. But those who don't understand the importance of Lord Vishnu, they worship this Aryama. So that the ghost, the ancestor who became ghost, the father who might have become ghost, they'll be delivered by that process when they take the oblations, when they take the prasada offered to Lord Vishnu. That is why this pinda is given during the Pitru Paksha. We offer the pinda dana. What is that? It's nothing but offered to the lotus feet of Vishnu. So when they take the prasada of Lord Vishnu, then they'll be delivered from that ghostly body. So if So in Vedic civilization, this performance called Shraddha ceremony, by which food is offered with faith and devotion, either to the lotus feet of Lord Vishnu or to his representative in Pitruloka, Aryama, one's forefathers will attain material bodies to enjoy whatever material enjoyment is due them. So that is the whole Pitru Tarpana process, Pindadana, Shraddha ceremony. And then Krishna says, Pitrunam Aryama Chasmi Yamaha Samyamatamaham. Among all those who are dispensers of law or controllers, Yamaraj is the best. Nobody can say, I'll not come. When the time comes, Yamaraj will come and take you. Nobody can stop you. He is the ultimate dispensers of law. The death is for sure. Typically, if one leads a adharmic life, not Krishna conscious life, a very irregulated, sinful life, Yamadutas will come. Bhagavatam describes in third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, you can go through, so many details are given. Third canto, 30th chapter, it describes how the attached householder who is attached to his senses, his family, who is this his family life is full of diplomacy and politics, sense gratification, and he secures money by committing violence or for, in whatever means, dubious methods, and he suffers reverses in his occupation, but again he tries and again he improves himself, even though he is baffled in his attempts, even though he is not properly treated when he becomes old, when everybody mistreats him, still he still cherishes, harbors the desire to continue living, and deformed by the old age, he prepares himself to meet the ultimate death. And Bhagavatam says, thus he remains at home just like a pet dog and eats whatever is negligently given to him. Afflicted with many illnesses such as dyspepsia and loss of appetite, he eats only very small morsels of food and he becomes an invalid who cannot work anymore. So, like this, it is described. And then, at the time of death, he sees these Yamadutas, the messengers of the Lord of Death. They come before him, their eyes full of wrath, and in great fear, he passes stool and urine. As a criminal is arrested for punishment by the constables of the state, a person engaged in criminal sense gratification is similarly arrested by the Yamadutas, who bind him by the neck with strong rope and cover his subtle body so that he may undergo severe punishment. So they pull this soul. The soul is carried by the subtle body, and on top of which there is this gross body. When somebody leaves the body or when somebody dies, the gross body remains, but the soul is out, and there is a subtle body also along with the soul. So the Yamadutas take away his subtle body and they inflict so many punishments on the path, on the road, on the way to the Yamaloka. All these punishments are given under the scorching sun and has to pass through roads of hot sand with forest fires on both sides and so on and so forth. And there's a long journey. He has to pass 99,000 yojanas within 2 or 3 moments. So that means at a very fast speed they go. So all this description is there in Bhagavatam. So typically that is why the Sutaka observation is done at the time of when somebody dies. Of course, not that everybody has to go to Yamaloka. Devotees, they don't go to Yamaloka. Nate yamam pashabhrutascha tad bhatan swapnepi pashyanti hi chirna nishkrutaha. One who chants the holy name of Lord Vishnu, one who chants the holy name of Lord Krishna, swapnepi na pashyanti. Even in dreams, the Yamadutas are not seen. What to speak of in reality. So that is why one should always take shelter of Krishna, lead a dharmic life, Krishna conscious life. Neha bhikramanaashosti swalpamapi asya dharmasya. Even if we do a little bit in this life, we'll be saved from going to Yamaloka. So everybody should take to the chanting of the holy name. So that is why the Sutaka ceremony, Sutaka process is done, so that when the body leaves, in case if they have to travel that far, so this process of offering prasada and prayers, they seek benediction for the soul during those difficult times. And some of these processes are meant for the soul to get detached because they're still attached to their body and their family and house, and that is why the food is offered without salt and all of those things, so that they become detached from all of that. So all these things are there for a reason. They are not mere rituals. The scriptures give us the process for a particular reason. But the good thing is, if you don't understand any of that, if you don't follow any of that, as I said, the yagnas, the sutaka, the shraddha, all these complicated things, if you don't understand and don't follow, all right, just do Sankirtana Yagna. It will take, this will replace everything. And most smart people, intelligent people, just stick to Sankirtana Yagna and become absolved of all other obligations. Just chant Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We'll stop here. Anyone has any questions or comments? Bhagavad Gita as it is ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari.